Hey guys, happy December. Isn't it crazy? It's December already. Oh my goodness. I know that everybody says that, but it's just insane. I absolutely love this time of the year when it comes to makeup because I feel like I have an excuse to bring out all my glitter and my big lashes and anything that's sparkle. I absolutely love it. I will link and list everything down below for you guys in my description box. Brushes, everything is down there in order of, you know, as I use it. So it's very easy for you guys. So make sure you check that out. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. So without any more rambling, let's get glam. Alright, so I've already got started a little bit off camera. I obviously did this eye and I filled in my brows. I went a little heavier today just because I feel like this glam needed more brows. I've also primed my eyes. I used my Benefit Stay Don't Stray like I normally do, and I just set it with a little translucent powder. I did apply some tape just because I'm going to be doing a wing and I want things to be super sharp and precise. So this will help me out once I peel that off and I don't have to worry about much. So the palette I'm going to be using today is theBalm Nude Tude. I really love this palette. I actually have tried to do this eye a few times. This is the third time I'm trying to film this video. That's a whole different story. Anyway, I'm going to start by applying Sultry all over my crease, and I'm using my Sigma E40 for that. I get asked this question a lot. Where do I put my transition shade if I have, you know, hooded eyes or whatnot? And I have a pretty heavy fold right here, as you can see. So what I like to do is I find my eye socket bone right here. So that's where I place my brush. And then I just follow that, you know, like that would be like my guideline. And then I go back and forth, and then with that same shade, you know, with that same brush, without adding any more product or anything, I like to do like a blended upward just a little bit, so you know I don't have any harsh edges or anything like that. So you know, over here, as you get closer to the inner corner, I have pretty like small set eyes, so sometimes it feels like my eyeshadow is really close to my brow and kind of like touching it almost. But that's why, you know, I like to highlight my brow bone from time to time, depending on the looks, because that's what happens, you know, that helps with, you know, separating those shadows and kind of like lift up your eye a little bit so they appear to have more room, like more eyelid space per se. So just a little tip for those of you guys that have hooded eyes or have a heavy fold. That's what I like to do, and I feel like that's what works for me. So now I'm going to take the shade Slick. It's like a chocolate brown but very cool tone, which I love. It looks very like dark and just rich. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take that on a Sigma E43, which is a domed blending brush, and I'm going to pack this on my outer corner only, and I'm going to drag it just a little bit, kind of like halfway on my eyelid. Then I like to go back with a Morphe M441 and just kind of soften up those lines and blend it all together. When I get to the very center of my eyelid, I just like to wiggle the brush back and forth very lightly just to like soften up those lines. So then I'm going to take my Benefit Hello Flawless. This is a very, it's like a powder foundation, but I like to put this on my crease because it really brightens everything up. But you can use, you know, eyeshadow, whatever you have. So I'm going to just take this on a flat shader brush and I'm going to pop this on my brow bone. Now I'm going to take Selffish and I'm going to pack this on my lid, stopping about halfway where that dark shadow starts. Now I'm going to do a wing and I'm going to be using theBalm Cosmetics Schwing liquid liner. Since I'm wearing a little bit more like dramatic lashes, I'm going to do a wing that's also a little bit more dramatic. Okay, so the wing is done and they're definitely not even, and this one got a little out of hand, so you know, more is more today. Now I'm going to add some glitter, and I have been really loving this Urban Decay. Is the metal, heavy metal glitter, and it's kind of like a liner. This is not new, but it's new to me. I always wanted to have it, and I bought it on my, you know, when they had the VIB sale. So I love this because it takes the whole hassle out of like glitter. And I've always been like scared of glitter, to be very honest with you, because I already have sensitive eyes, and you know, you hear so many things about glitter out there, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt my eyes and whatnot. But this is very, very easy. So there's no fallout, there's no hassle, there's no mess, there's no nothing. It's just perfection. So this is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and this literally looks good on top of every single eyeshadow. It's amazing. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to focus this on the very inner corner, kind of like where I applied my, you know, previous eyeshadow. And I just try to look down the whole time I'm doing this, so I don't, until it dries, so I don't move anything around. I don't go above my crease either. I try to keep this below my crease. For today's lashes, I'm going to be applying my Icona Lashes, and this is in the style I See You Boo. They are super duper fluffy and gorgeous. I love their lashes, you guys. They really are amazing. And they're very glamorous. So I feel like if I do a more like a very like glam look, these are the perfect lashes for it. And they're not crazy like expensive like a lot of the mink lashes. So I think this is a great alternative. I will, you know, list everything down below for you guys so you guys can check them out if you want. But as always, I just cut the corner a little bit. I keep mine in here just so it fits my eyes better. I said this before, I'll say it again. I think the best way that you can, you know, get your false lashes to apply false lashes is measure them on your eyes before you apply them, because that really truly helps so much. So I'm going to pop these guys off camera and I'll be right back. As I was applying this lash, I pinched myself and it was just a mess. This eye was just like, nope, not today. So I had a little bit of trouble, but lashes are on for the most part. While I was there, I just tight lined my upper lash line just to hide that lash band a little bit more, and I use my ColourPop gel liner in Swerve. So now we can move on to the face. So for primer today, I'm going to be using my Benefit Cosmetics Porefessional, and I'm going to concentrate this on the very center of my face, kind of like where my T-zone is, where my pores are bigger. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation, and I'm being totally extra. This is not necessary whatsoever, but since I have the shades, I'm going to be mixing Warm Natural and Beige. To blend this out, I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics 123 brush, and this is just like a flat top brush. And I'm going to mix in a tiny little drop of the Tarte Maracuja oil, just to give my skin a little bit more of a glow. So I just put a few drops right here. And I'm going to switch brushes. This is the 129 from the same set that I purchased from BH Cosmetics. I'm just going to grab a little bit on this brush, and I'm going to go right on the very little areas that I can't reach with the bigger brush. Another thing I have been really into it when I do glam looks is cream contouring. I know I was afraid of it for the longest time, but now I'm really, really into it. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour, and just I'm going to warm up my skin. I don't necessarily like the highlighting shades on this palette. I like the banana. I like to dip my sponge in the banana to mix with my concealer, but not use this straight up. I feel like it's too bright for me. So I'm going to be using my Sigma F61, and this is a angled cream contour. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a really, really cool brush. So I'm going to be using the shade Light Sculpt, and I'm going to contour my face. To blend this out, I'm going to be using my little e.l.f. beauty sponge, and they come in a trio like this. So a very little one, a medium, and a big one. The big one is not like the best out of the three, but I don't mind. I like to even use it as to, you know, to like set my under eyes with a little bit of powder if I'm baking. But these two right here are phenomenal. I really love these. This one, they're not wet, by the way. These are just like their natural size. So this one grows a little bit more, kind of like the same size, I believe, like the mini beauty blender. But this one right here is my favorite. This one is the winner. But it's a, you know, they come in a trio and they are absolutely worth it. If you guys have a chance, if you come across, check them out because they are super soft, and I have washed them many times already and they hold up really nicely. So highly recommend these. I really like how subtle this is because it just gives you like a nice base for the contour. I'm gonna go over with the powder afterwards, but I just really like how this gives you a nice base. And it really, I feel like if you really want to contour your face, this is the way to go. Like, I have seen people do this for so long on Instagram and everywhere, and I was always like, man, that's like such an extra step. Like, I don't know, I can accomplish that with powder. And you can. Like, I have been, you know, I've felt more comfortable with powder palette, you know, like powder contour palettes my whole, you know, this whole time. But once you start experimenting, and like I started to use this more and more, I just really like the way it comes out now. Like, I feel like my skin looks so much more flawless, you know. Like, obviously this is not like an everyday kind of thing. If you're on the go, like, you don't have to do that. But I feel like if you want to look like super glamorous and super like put together, I feel like this is the way to go. So I have been just really into it so far. So for concealer today, I'm going to be using also the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I haven't used this in a while, and I saw it just sitting on my little makeup stash, and I was like, oh, I miss you. So let me use it. Let me use you on my video today. I'm going to put a little bit on the center of my chin, Cupid's bow, my nose, and I'm just going to flip that little sponge and blend this out. So to set this, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics 126 and my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And then with a fluffier brush, this is a Morphe E3, I'm going to set the rest of my face with my, as I was saying, to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Benefit Hello Flawless in a fluffy brush. Ooh, boy, that was close. To set my contour, I'm going to be using the Merlin Norman Contour and Highlight Duo, and I used this the other day and it's absolutely amazing. The formula is just awesome. I love the shades as well. This for the under eyes really helps brighten up. It's amazing. So I'm going to use the contour shade right now to set my cream contour. Doesn't make you look muddy or anything like that. I really love this. I'm moving on to highlighting, and I'm going to start by taking my Benefit Cosmetics High Beam, and I'm going to apply this with that e.l.f. The smaller brush. So I'm going to do a few dots on the very high points of my cheekbones. To top it all off, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And today I'm going to stick with Moonstone right here. Since I'm here, I'm going to do my Cupid's bow. Then to make everything melt into my skin really nicely, I'm going to spritz my face with some MAC Fix Plus. To finish off the eye, it's going to be very simple. I'm going to go back to my palette and I'm going to take that transition shade Sultry and I'm going to put this all over my lower lash line. So for my waterline, I'm going to be using Merlin Norman Soft Touch Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Precious Gold. And then I'm going to quickly apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. For just a little bit of inner corner highlight, I'm going to pick up the shade Sassy in a very small, precise brush, and I'm going to pack this on the very inner corner of my eyes. So now moving on to lips, and I'm going to start by priming them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Primer. And I'm going to line my lips real quick. So for lips, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Crush. And since my lips are super chappy, I'm going to top it off with a gloss. And I'm going to use also Anastasia Beverly Hills in Toffee. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I know it's glam, glam, glam all the way, but this time of the year just makes me break out all my glitter and my big lashes and just do the most, and I love that. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you want me to do any more holiday, festive, glam looks, let me know. I always love to hear what you guys have to say, and if you have any questions or suggestions or anything at all, I love connecting with you guys. So please leave me a comment down below. And as always, if you like this video, if you found it helpful, and if you learned something new, please give me a thumbs up and share with your friends because it really, really helps my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Whoops. Oh, seriously? Palette. Ooh, it's always so scary. Where is that brush? A bunch, but these two right here. Whoa! Oops. Oh my god, where is the brush? Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. Are you kidding me? I have like 5,000 fan brushes here. Okay. Calm down. Ah, found it.